Okay, so I'm going to start doing a few tweaks to the SQUIER Deluxe Jazzmaster. I'm getting a bit bored of the look of the pickguard and the covers, so I've ordered some vintage white genuine Fender Jazzmaster pickup covers. Hopefully they fit on. I've also in my stash got some vintage white volume tone control knobs. They're going to go on. I've got a wiring loom from a SQUIER vintage modified Jazzmaster. I literally just want the selector tip. That's vintage white. I've ordered a new pickguard which isn't here yet, so just for the sake of it I may stick this torque guard on for today. Hopefully it fits. And yeah, a little bit later down the line I've ordered a mint green pickguard. That should be here in the next day or two. And then other mobs I'm going to be doing are, I'm going to be changing the pots and capacitors. I'm not sure, I may leave the rhythm circuit, I may just leave that as is, but I'll be changing the pots and the capacitor on the lead circuit, and probably change this three-way control switch just a bit wibbly wobbly. And I'll also change the input jack to Switchcraft. So yeah, so today I'm just going to be putting on the pickup covers, the control knobs and the selector switch, and then see what it looks like with a torque pickguard. It's not the best looking torque. Again, this was of a vintage modified Jazzmaster, but you know, just see what it looks like. See if I can get it to sort of look like a bit more of a 60s Fender Jazzmaster look about it. But I'm going to get the strings off, loosen them off and tie them around. Hopefully they'll go back on okay. So I'll take the strings off and then we'll start unscrewing everything. Okay, so I've undone all the screws. I've undone the little nuts and washers on the tone controls and the input jack. Just need to undo this one on the three-way selector switch. So that's that off. So this should come out. I also need to undo the the switching for the rhythm circuit. Okay, so that's the anodized pickguard. It's all stock shielding on the back there. So it's good to see SQUIER shield the whole pickguard. There you go. So I just want to quickly check if this vintage modified one will line up before we mess around too much. Else this won't be going on. Yeah, I think the only trouble is the holes. The holes around the Tune-o-matic bridge need widening a little bit. But yeah, looks pretty dark, especially with the black pick covers, but we'll see what it looks like with the new covers on. But again, this is only temporary. I've got a different colour coming. So if anybody wants to see the wiring, I'll zoom in a little bit on a Jazzmaster Deluxe. So you've got little, yeah, pretty scrawny pots on that. They really are small. I'm guessing they're 1 meg alpha pots. Can't really see a number on that. Yeah, the input jack, not the best either. This is alpha pots, and the capacitor is really scrawny, so it's pretty much the same wiring, same pots and whatever as the vintage modified. The three-way selector switch, again, not the best. I will replace that at some point. So the pickups, have a braided cloth around them, and they've got cloth wiring coming out, so they look pretty decent. These are the same pickups I use in the Jazzmaster. Zoom out a little bit. Again, the pots on the rhythm circuit are pretty small. All they say is Alpha 702. So if anybody knows the values of these pots, let me know. I'm sure they should be about 1 meg. Again, the switch on the rhythm circuit is not the best, but I may replace that with a switchcraft, and again the braided wiring with a cloth wire on the pickups, on the neck pickup, looks pretty decent. But another weak little capacitor there. But yeah, the wires ain't too bad. They're a bit thicker than the wiring loom on the vintage modified version. But yeah, you got pretty much the same pots. So on the vintage modified one, you've got a 50k pot and a 1 meg pot. But again, I can't see the value because it's hidden behind the wiring. But yeah, if anybody knows what the values are of these pots, let me know. So next thing I'm going to do is to get the covers off. The pickups are screwed into the body, and obviously the covers are screwed in also, so I need to undo all them and then get these pickups out. Okay, so I've unscrewed the pickups, that's the covers, and then that is the Deluxe soap bar pickup. So these are not quite like your original Jazzmaster pickups. They're pretty much got a flat wound to them. From what I remember, the sort of original Fender Jazzmasters pickups were a lot flatter, probably about nearly half the depth of that. And these have magnets along the bottom of the pickup. There's two in there, I don't know if you can see them that well, where the original, from memory, the original sort of Fender Jazzmaster pickups, the magnets run through the windings, but the windings are covered up with a bit of tape there, so you can't really see them. They've got a foam base to them, good weight to the pickups. Again, yeah, I'm sure these are pretty much the same as the Jazzmaster pickups. I may be wrong, but yeah. So that's them out. What I shall do now is, I just noticed there's a couple of holes there and a couple of screws that side, so I'm wondering if you wanted to put these on another guitar, you could actually screw them through the two holes there. So anyway, I'm going to stick these pickup covers on now. I eyeballed them earlier and they look pretty much the same size as the ones that are on there, so hopefully they fit. Yeah, that's cool. Move that out of the way a minute. Get the other one on. Right, so what I'm going to do now, let's see how we look with the aluminium pickguard. which I don't really think. Personally, I don't think it suits the vintage white pickup covers. Personally, I prefer these gold anodized pickguards on the Sunburst model. For me, I do not like it on a candy apple red. I know a lot of people disagree. Also, the shielding on the vintage modified pickguard is literally just a little bit around the controls and the freeway selector switch. There's no shielding on the rhythm circuit, but this is only going to be temporary. Just have a little look, see what it looks like. So there you go, a bit more of a 60s Fender Jazzmaster look about it. Yeah, I'm digging that. That looks a bit better. So again, I've got a mint green pickguard coming. I'm going to go with that, but for now I'm going to put this on just for the sake of it. So I'm just going to put all this back together now. So the tone controls go in and input jack and whatever, yeah, and then we'll screw it back in. Alright, so one problem I did encounter is the rollers on the rhythm circuit on the vintage modified. They're a lot closer together. So luckily I've got the bracket that fits onto the pickguard off the vintage modified. So I'm just going to swap them over and I'll carry on. Okay, so pickguard's on. There's a couple of screws that don't line up, but again, this is only temporary. I've got another pickguard coming, so what I'm going to do is just get the screws in that all line up, and then when I get the new pickguard, if any screws don't line up correctly, I'll have to drill some extra holes. But just for today, just for aesthetics, we'll carry on as we are. So pickguard's on. Just stick the volume tone control covers on. Again, this hole for the bridge shouldn't really make a difference. On the old pickguard, the whole pieces for the kinematic bridge just sort of sat on top anyway, so that should be fine as is. I'll get that on. And where's the other one? Somewhere. What can I do with the other one? Obviously I'm going to have to set the action again, but ain't a problem. And the tip, which is there. There you go. Shears put together. So I'm just going to put the strings back on and see what it looks like all finished off. Alright, so there you go, all put back together. So again, I wanted to go for the vintage white pickup covers, tone controls and the tip on the freeway control switch, just to sort of get that sort of 60s vibe of the Jazzmaster. Yeah, the original ones had black volume controls for the rhythm circuit and the black switch, so this is all pretty much where I want it to be. Again, mint pickguard be coming, so I'm going to try that. Worst case, if I don't like it, I'll put it all back as it was, but yeah, I'm quite digging it. Let me know what you think of the tortoise pickguard. Again, there's a couple of screws not put in because the holes didn't line up, and I ain't going to drill holes for this if I'm going to put the mint on. So yeah, what I might do is put the mint pickguard on when it comes, and then see what they all look like together, all sort of 3 different variations. And obviously everybody's seen what it looks like gold. Now you know what it looks like with the tortoise pickguard. It's probably not the best tortoise pickguard going. It's you know, a bit of a, I'll show you a close up. Yeah, it's other vintage modified. Some look better than others. This looks a bit orangey to me in the flesh. It may look better on camera, but yeah. And we'll try it with the mint green pickguard and then we'll see what everybody says in the comments. But yeah, let me know what you think to it in the comments below. Future mods to this, I'm going to do a few little bits. I'm going to change the pots in it and capacitors. A little bit later down the line, I may also paint the headstock to candy apple reds. I do like a matching headstock, so stay tuned for that. That's probably about it for today. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And anybody who's been having trouble getting notifications for the latest videos, if you select the bell icon, there should be an option to select all, occasional or none. So if you all select the all, you'll stay up to date on all the latest videos. And also check me out, Instagram, Facebook, the Guitar Manifesto. And that's about it. So thanks for watching. See you all soon. Peace.